point of giving a permit was closed.
Right now we are standing here in front of St. Paul's Excel Center. See a number of protesters that are outside here. If you're watching on the film, it says these, and they use the F word to describe queer, and it says kill fascism. There's a line of people standing on one side. You see a line of police on horseback on the other side. The people are trying to block the passage of a bus, a delegate bus, and so as you see right now, the police are moving in unison on horseback with protesters, maybe about 20 or so, standing on the other side. Now you see protesters throwing garbage cans behind them, and you see some of the police going after the protesters. They threw some garbage on the ground. There's a bus behind as we are standing here on the line with garbage cans thrown in the middle of the street. Seems to be a small standoff between the police on horseback and a small group of protesters on the other side. Police are warning the bus to watch out for the glass and bottles that have been thrown in its path. There might be about 8 police officers on horseback, maybe about 20 protesters all locked in on the other side. Excuse me, you're from St. Paul, right?
Yes, I actually live right up there.
You live across the street. Have you ever seen anything like this before?
Oh, no, never, no.
So this is kind of an unusual occurrence.
Oh, yeah.
How do you feel about this?
Well, I'm not actually sure why they're protesting. I don't know if they've made that really clear, but it's kind of a lot of negative energy right now.
Negative energy?
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely
on which
not,
side?
Both sides. I mean, it's clashing right here. You got to check it out.
So we have the bus,
Yeah, right here.
we have the police officers moving forward, and we're watching, and they're moving the crowd back with the horses. You can see them. So they're using the horses to break the crowd control. Some of the people have been knocked over by the horses, and you hear a lot of screaming. Some of the protesters are locked, and they're linked with the police surrounding the horses, or the horses are actually surrounding the protesters. You see about 3 of them all locked in, and you can see that the horses, police are using horses as crowd control. As they are letting the bus pass through. Some of the people are falling down. But they're definitely making way for the bus to come through. People are linked. For those who are just listening on the air, maybe there are about 3 or 4 groups, 3 or 4 each, maybe about 8 police, and the police are now pepper spraying people. They grab one protester. As they're arresting him, horses have jumped over him. So they got one protester on the ground. B, move back. They got one person arrested. B, move back. B, move back. So they got one protest on the ground. As the buses are moving forward, police are using the horses to block off the protesters. Some people are lying down on the ground trying to block the way of the bus, and the police are using the horses as crowd control. As you can see, there are 3 people kneeling on the ground.
Go back to Minneapolis! Go back to Minneapolis! Get out of St. Paul!
We have one person yelling for the police to go back to Minneapolis. I assume that these are Minneapolis police
Go back to Minneapolis!
that are here in St. Paul.
You don't belong in St. Paul! Go back to Minneapolis!
Now we have a line of police that are coming up to support those on horseback. These are the police in riot gear as they are lining up and will forcefully remove people as they're coming through with their sticks drawn. And they are blocking the path to the buses. And the buses have gotten through. Police standing alongside in riot gear, sticks out. They're actually filming people as well. Ma'am, could you tell us what happened here?
I'm not talking.
They don't want to talk.
Medic!
Now we have an ambulance here coming through. And we have some people that were pepper sprayed, so now they're being doused with water.
Please don't take pictures of patients.
Well, I'm just covering, I'm press.
I know you are, but please don't take pictures of patients.
I'm covering press. I'm covering everything. I pay taxes for this. I pay taxes for this.
You're definitely welcome to
So I'm going to
film
cover
everything
everything I possibly
People who are
can.
being treated by medics.
Okay,
we
that's
appreciate
fine.
you staying
I'm just
out of their
covering
faces.
everything that I could do.
Good. Just
Okay,
stay
thank
away
you.
from
You just do your thing, I'll do mine. So right now we have about 8 or 9, maybe 10 police officers on horseback as another bus is coming in and another phalanx of police are here.
They are more violent than
All in riot gear. So now the police seem to be outnumbering the protesters. As you can see, all of them in the futuristic military outfits. I'm not sure who they're going to go after, but they definitely seem to be more in number than there are the people that are protesting. Now they're chasing somebody.
Yeah. Are those zip ties?
Not sure who they're going after. So now you hear the police giving out orders, telling them to stand in formation. So I'm not sure who they're going after. There seem to be a group of protesters across the street. Police are also filming everybody else who's filming them. Now there seems to be maybe about 30 police here, maybe about 20 protesters and one guy yelling at the police after they did what I think was an unnecessary show of force using horseback and pepper spray to disperse folks.